The Boy Scouts of America has a long tradition of concern for the safety of its members. This concern for safety was formalized in the late 1980s with the development of our comprehensive youth protection strategies. The BSA developed training materials for adults and Scouts because sexual abuse and personal safety are significant concerns in American society. Abuse can occur in any activity that young people participate in. School with its sports and academic extracurricular activities, programs in religious institutions, sports leagues, social gatherings, mentoring programs, and other youth-serving organizations. April is Child Abuse Prevention Month. As Cub Scout leaders, this is an excellent opportunity to offer youth protection training to the adult leaders and develop your Cub Scouts' personal safety awareness skills. The BSA has produced age-appropriate materials for your members. This education is offered by the BSA so your members will be safer wherever they may be. The goal of youth protection is to help adults create a safer environment for Cub Scouts as they progress through the ranks and to increase the Cub Scouts' awareness of personal safety and their need to seek adult help when making personal safety decisions. The BSA's approach to protecting our young people can be demonstrated in the word SAFER. Each letter of SAFER represents a characteristic of the program. S is the first letter, for simple, which reflects the design of Scouting's youth protection and personal safety awareness approach. It's simple enough that the information can be presented to adult leaders and parents and then to our young people, without requiring credentials or extensive academic training. A relates to the accuracy with which the information is delivered. Every effort is made to dispel myths about abuse prevention issues that are often confused in the media. Simplicity and accuracy combine to help adults and young people identify and prevent real situations of abuse. The family-oriented approach to Scouting tries to include parents in all aspects of the program. For Cub Scouts, we encourage parents to be the primary source of personal safety awareness information. The exercises in the Parent's Guide in the Tiger Cub, Wolf, Bear, and Webelos handbooks should be reviewed as part of the Bobcat requirements. The video, It Happened to Me, should be viewed with both Cub Scouts and their parents. Evolving youth protection and personal safety awareness issues require periodic revisions to our youth protection strategies. For example, the Internet's expanded communication and media capabilities have opened up new opportunities to exploit the vulnerability of young people. And last, the reasonable approach to youth protection, like all safety issues, is to simply be prepared. We don't expect a Cub Scout to break an arm, experience hypothermia, or to be abused. But as prepared leaders and Scouts, we learn safety techniques to prepare for that possibility by being educated. Let's look at the unit programs available through Scouting to train leaders, Cub Scouts, and Webelos Scouts. All current youth protection and personal safety awareness references are listed on www.scouting.org. This is your one-stop page for accessing all youth protection resources. Current youth protection guidelines are explained in the Guide to Safe Scouting. This guide was formulated from the wisdom and experience of almost 100 years of Scouting. It is available online and updated quarterly. Youth protection training for adult leaders and parents is available in two methods. It is available online through Scouting's online training center. If you are registered, the system carries your information, records your completion of the course, and provides a certificate. The BSA encourages all leaders to receive the training as soon as they become leaders. This is suggested on the initial leader application form. The online course covers the formal youth protection policies and explains recognizing and reporting abuse with simple and complex scenarios. Applying the policies in the context of scenarios or stories helps leaders make informed decisions in typical Scouting activities. Some scenarios are complex and explain the consequences of each action taken as the participants make their way through the longer situations. These consequences relate back to the policies and enable better judgment on the part of the leader to keep both Scouts and adults safe. The video version of the adult training covers recognizing and reporting abuse and the importance of enforcing the guidelines and policies of the BSA regarding youth protection. You can take this training at your local council office and receive certification. This format is useful because there are guided collaborative discussions and opportunities to ask questions. Whether you complete your training online or face-to-face through your local council, once you have completed the training, you are considered trained in youth protection. Children between 6 and 10 years of age should seek adult help when making personal safety decisions. To emphasize this, the 4 rules of personal safety constitute the core message for Cub Scouts. The BSA produced It Happened to Me for boys from 6 to 10 years old. The video should be presented by a facilitator. The discussion guide is available on scouting.org, on the Youth Protection Resources page in English and in Spanish. The scenarios reflect the 4 rules of personal safety for the Cub Scout age group. Check first with a parent or adult before changing plans, going anywhere, or accepting a gift. Go with a friend or older sibling so you won't be alone. You have the right to protect your body from anyone who touches you or makes you feel uncomfortable. And last, tell your parents or a trusted adult if someone tries to hurt you or make you feel uncomfortable. The scenarios in It Happened to Me are illustrated in non-scouting environments to reflect the variety of situations where youth protection awareness is useful, no matter the context of the youth activity or situation. The scenarios are available in English and Spanish on the same DVD. Before a tiger cub, Cub Scout, or Webelos Scout is accepted into a pack, the young man is to discuss the youth protection material covered in the booklet inserted in the front of his handbook called How to Protect Your Children from Child Abuse, a Parent's Guide. The Parent's Guide in the Tiger Cub Handbook is simplified for the first grader and his parents. The guide is divided into 2 parts. The first includes information for the parent. The second part is information that the parent discusses with the child. This includes the 4 rules for personal safety. It also includes some very useful information for parents and scouts regarding safety on the internet. Another very popular source of information for Cub Scout-aged boys is the comic book series told by the Power Pack Pals of Cub Scouting, Akela, Baloo, and TC. Available in English and Spanish, these comic books are very inexpensive and work well with this age group. They are also popular with schools and other youth-serving organizations that want to deal with the topics of personal safety, bullying, and internet safety. As leaders, it is an excellent idea to incorporate youth protection into your PAC's program as a follow-up to the parent guide discussion with the boys' parents. That can be accomplished in several ways. Units are encouraged to review the appropriate youth training on DVD annually. Since April is Child Abuse Prevention Month, it is an excellent opportunity for adults and boys in your pack to learn the 4 rules of personal safety. Check first, go with a friend, you have the right to protect your body, and tell a trusted adult. Scouting joins with other youth-serving organizations in April with abuse prevention education. This material may be difficult for some families to address. The video is produced in a non-threatening way, but we encourage leaders to preview it before showing it to the entire pack. We also suggest that a letter be sent to parents encouraging their attendance when the video is viewed by their child. Parents are the best teachers of personal safety awareness skills, and the video merely offers a structure for parent-child discussions. The scenarios are designed to be a springboard for group discussions that will increase awareness of risky situations and develop some personal safety strategies. The letter to parents and a facilitator's meeting guide to lead the group discussions during the scenarios are online in the Youth Protection section of www.scouting.org under Cub Scout Youth Protection Resources. The letters and guides are available in English and Spanish. Reviewing It Happened to Me before Cub Scout Day Camp or Resident Summer Camp for Webelos Scouts is also a good idea. Service projects for the community might include handing out cards with information on youth protection at a local mall or public event. They could be printed with the 4 rules of youth protection, the 3 R's of youth protection, or the Child's Bill of Rights, with the local council logo and your PAC number. Or, if your PAC is chartered to a school or church, sharing the co-ed version of It Happened to Me with youth groups or school groups in the 6 to 10 year age bracket is also an option. Use the letters to parents and the facilitators guides available on www.learningforlife.org. The DVDs can be purchased on scoutstuff.org. Sharing the Power Pack Pals comics with other youth groups or classes in your chartered organization or community is also a good way to share youth protection resources. All 3 of these comics have been popular with schools and community youth organizations since their inception. Opportunities to revisit youth protection information in the Cub Scout program include units on child protection exercises on the Bobcat Trail, be safe at home and on the street on the Wolf Trail, and the Computers Elective section on the Arrow Point Trail. The Webelos Handbook also includes learning opportunities that lend themselves to including youth protection strategies. Either the citizen or the family member requirement for 5th grade Webelos Scouts would be excellent opportunities to revisit the basic youth protection strategies. Another obstacle in protecting our young people is the world of technology. Young people are introduced to the internet at very young ages. Many children can surf the internet using pictorial symbols before they can even read. Older Webelos aged boys are often very sophisticated in their use of the web, but naive in handling themselves on social sites, an activity that needs to be monitored by parents or guardians. As leaders, you have a wealth of information from the Boy Scouts of America to educate your pack on youth protection and personal safety awareness. Use this material. Take advantage of April as Child Abuse Prevention Month to cover the subject with the Cub Scouts and Webelos Scouts in your pack. Be a source of truthful information regarding these subjects. Children and adolescents tend to have half-truths regarding these issues. Inform them responsibly. As a leader, it is your responsibility, and it may very well be your reward.